that was 4. Now let's move on to question number 5. So the flask shown here contains 10 mils of HCl and a few drops of phenolphthalein indicator. The biter, I'm assuming they mean burette, just looking at the picture, contains 0.14 moles per liter of NaOH. What volume of NaOH is needed to reach the endpoint of the titration? And what was the initial concentration of HCl? Okay, so first I'm going to write out the reaction that takes place during this titration. We have HCl plus NaOH. And then what happens during this equation or reaction is that it makes water plus sodium chloride salt. So if you look at this reaction, it's already balanced. And HCl and NaOH react in a 1-to-1 mole ratio. So I'm going to write down everything that they give us in the question. So for the volume of HCl, it was 10.0 milliliters. And we're looking for the number of moles of HCl. And we also don't know the concentration of HCl. We know the concentration of NaOH. So they give it as 0.140 moles per liter. And they also give us the volume. Wait, no, they don't. Okay, so when you have a question like this and there's like an animation, like you're supposed to click on this burette and then it's going to show you how much of the milliliters of NaOH they use. So basically it's like a virtual titration. And I guess this person forgot to like screenshot how much of the NaOH solution was used. So I used to teach this lab, and basically the volume should be given in order to answer this question. So I'm just going to write down that, let's say we use 13 mils of NaOH. So it's not shown in the picture, but it should be given. I'm just gonna take a note that this is what you should be read on the burette. And that's how much NaOH was used to neutralize the 10 mils of HCl. So to answer this question, we're gonna look at what happens at the equivalence point. And that's why we need the volume of NaOH to answer this question. Because at the equivalence point, this is when the number of moles of HCl is equal to the number of moles of NaOH. So that means we can do this C1V1 equals C2V2 equation for this. And that's just because it's a 1-to-1 molar ratio. So let's plug in all our values. I'm going to convert the 10 mils to liters, just so that everything's in the same units. And then my liters should cancel out. And my concentration of HCl for this question hypothetically is 0.182 moles per liter. So let's see what our junior tutor did. I just said 13 mils because I used to teach this lab, so I just assumed it was 13 mils. So they didn't answer it, probably because they weren't given enough information. So I'm just gonna write out what I did. Okay, so I just wrote out what I did. And